I didn't know how to take it.
I feel bad because LeBron could have told us this 3 to 4 weeks. He put the owners of the Cavaliers in a bad situation to keep us from getting talent, and then he gets on TV and embarrasses us like this, man.
I'm more concerned about the ramifications, economically speaking, between, the bars and nightclubs during the season.
This is not a surprise to me, you guys. He spit on people in Cleveland when he came to the Indians game with the Yankees stuff on. He spit on the people in Cleveland when he showed up cheering for the Cowboys, and he did it again tonight. And the whole time that he spit on people in Cleveland, everybody kept bowing down to him. You're the King James. You're the man. And those people that got what they deserved tonight.
I feel like LeBron just proved that he's never going to be Jordan. He's never going to be Bird. He's never going to be Magic. He can't win by himself. Leave. I'm not going to wear his jerseys anymore.
I'm very disappointed. Very.
Still tame compared to what the owner has to say. Wow. Rare to see folks switching teams after they've been the MVP the year before. You see Wilt. You want to see a guy had some numbers? Man averaged like 50 and 20. Are you kidding me? Fo. Moses Malone traded from the 76ers to the Rockets back in '82. Kids also, you should Google him. Barry Bonds switched after winning the MVP for the Pirates in '92. Decided to the Yankees for Alfonso Soriano, among others. A-Rod helped the Yanks to their 27th world title last season, and now LeBron James becomes the 5th reigning MVP in the last 80 years to change jerseys immediately thereafter.
Baseball being played here on LeBron 8th. Chris Carpenter, Ubaldo Jimenez rocks Redbirds. Carpenter not good against the Brewers his last time out. Gave up 7 earned in 3 innings. Facing Jace Giambi the first time since 2002. And the old Giambino drops one in there. Scores Dexter Fowler. Giambi 4 for 4 on the day. As for Ubaldo Jimenez, 1-0, but 8.66. A heinous ERA for him the last 3 starts. Top 4, 3-0 Rocks. Albert Pujols goes down. Jimenez at that point had retired 10 in a row. Let's go to the 8th. Jimenez still pitching well. It's 4-1. Skip Schumacher in the dirt. No shot there. And then Felipe Lopez strikes out. Jimenez goes 8, 3 hits, 1 earned, 6 Ks, 94 pitches. That's more of the outing we've seen from him this season. Houston Street's on for the save. Don't have time for his full interview, but we'll give you this from Houston. Pujols. On third, Jonathan J to left. Carlos Gonzalez dives. Can't get it, so Pujols scores. Now we got him within 2. Jimenez looking on. Cheese.
Michael Wilbon. Guys, when we all heard LeBron say, I'm going to South Beach, what was your initial reaction?
I guess I had a couple. I feel bad for Cleveland, and I'm excited about seeing this sort of super team. But I'm a little, I don't know, dubious as to how you get there. Can you just join up? Can you just link up forces like that? I kind of like to see people leading individual teams, but I'm old, and I guess maybe that's old school.
You're not old, you're old school.
All right, let's hope that's it. JB, am I old or old school?
Keep going. No, I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's surprising to me. I was just surprised that LeBron James decided to go join forces with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. I thought he would be a guy that wanted to do this on his own, and that didn't necessarily mean he had to stay in Cleveland. I thought if he was going to make a move, it would have been to the Chicago Bulls. They have Boozer, they have Rose, they have Noah, they have Gibson. I just like that mix of that team to be closer to winning a title. Miami's just got a lot of work to do. I mean, they have 5 guys basically on their team right now. You're talking about 7 guys that they have to bring in. Can Pat Riley get enough talent around these guys? Because they certainly can't do it alone.
Does it remind you of the Celtics and what they did bringing in their big 3? I know those guys didn't come as free agents. Paul Pierce is already there. Garnett, Allen came as trades.
But you're talking about LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, 2 of the top 3 players in the NBA, in my opinion. We didn't have one of those guys with the big 3. Those guys have played longer in their careers. I think they wanted to win a title, certainly, as do these guys, but they knew they couldn't carry a team on a nightly basis. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade can carry teams on a nightly basis. There's no question about that.
You know, all of us have been having our phones blown up by text messages. A buddy of mine sent me a text. He said, did Michael Jordan join the Pistons? No. He stayed there until he could beat the Pistons. What do you think the perception is going to be of these guys banding together to try and do this?
Well, I think, again, if you're old or old school, there's a sentiment there, at least part of you is going to think, well, this is the easy way out. Because Jordan, and let's lock in on Michael Jordan. He got beat 3 times by the Detroit Pistons.
Beat up.
That's right. And the roster would only change marginally. And sometimes I think, you know, what did Doc Rivers say during the playoffs? Let's just do what we do and do it better, do it harder. And there seems to be an ease at which people are defeated right now. And I'm not suggesting that LeBron James doesn't have resolve, because I believe he does. But there is something to be said for sticking to something with a group of people and persevering and getting it right ultimately and winning. I think there's a great satisfaction that comes from that. We've heard that from Michael over the years and other people who've done that, and LeBron James is going a completely different way.
Well, maybe we need to change the way we think of greatness and take the titles out of that mix, because that's all he's doing it for. If it wasn't about titles, I don't think LeBron James goes to the Miami Heat.
And at the end of the day, people have always criticized players for just going for the money.
He's going
and
to
not
get the
going
ring.
to get the ring.
You have to have the ring. You have to have the rings. He's going to get it. He thinks this is the best way to do it.
LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, together, that's talking about combined, these guys have 17 All-Star selections, 2 MVPs, 3 All-Star Game MVPs, 1 NBA Finals MVPs, 2 scoring titles, and by the way, a team president who's won 6 NBA championships as a player and coach.
Michael Beasley will not be running with the Miami round machine. He's
I like that.
Thank you. Langer gave me that. He's on his way to Minnesota for a future draft pick. This according to ESPN.com. Beasley was a big deal out of college. 2nd pick in the 08 draft behind only Derrick Rose. So let's take a look at the roster as it stands now. You got James, Wade, and Bosh. 7 seasons under their belt. The Beasley move made to create more salary cap space because Miami's a little thin. Mario Chalmers.
You think so, Doc?
Yeah, 2 seasons under his belt. Heat drafted Pittman, Bernardo, and Butler in this year's NBA draft. So it's going to be interesting to see who Pat Riley and the Heat surround those fellas with, because it's a superstar league, but it's still a team game.
Yeah, we're going to hear from James' other 2 superstar mates a little bit later on SportsCenter. Friendship is one thing, but how do you handle the expectations now in Miami that it's championship or failure, and how do you work together when you're used to being the focus of the offense? The answers to that from Wade and Bosh coming up.
It's not LeBron Center, it's Sports Center. And when it returns, Ubaldo Jimenez had struggled in his last few starts. That's all over, with the Rockies ace in fine form Thursday, capping a sweep of the Cards. And for all you duffers out there, how about this, a 59? And get this, after the opening round of the John Deere, the guy's only leading by 1 stroke.
Signal. Airborne, beautiful, and strong. There to ensure the most powerful transmitter is you. Rule the air.
I have a busy schedule, so to stay strong and healthy, I need to get results from a 15-minute workout. With trunk rotation...
So do the emotions of lots of basketball fans in Cleveland.
Cleveland plain dealer. 1 word. Gone. Small print there. What's that say? 7 seasons, no rings. And how about the Chicago Tribune? Chicago Bulls thought they had a chance. La bummer. You didn't get him. Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat did. One Cleveland writer I heard on ESPN, he put it something like this. LeBron James' decision to leave Cleveland is like dropping a nuclear bomb on the city, and James himself is radioactive fallout. The writer saying LeBron will never be welcomed back to Cleveland.
So both that writer and Dan Gilbert just understated in their reaction. There's an enthusiastic welcome waiting for him in South Florida, though. And Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade will be driving the welcome wagon in Miami for LeBron James. Their plans to play together were a dream at one point, a dream that became reality first in the Olympics and will continue this fall in the NBA.
At the end of the day, the Miami Heat organization presented presented the way it could happen. And, I mean, that's when you start looking at things differently. I think we all knew that it had to be a sacrifice that had to be made, and we didn't know until the last minute. It's something that we always talked about, and I let Brian and Chris know that, you know, they're welcome here with open arms, and LeBron made a decision at the end of the day that was best for him.
When he finally said it, I mean, it was just relief. I mean, for one, because we can come together, play together, and I think we can win for a very long time if we do the right things and approach everything the right way. So I think for all of us, I think I speak for all of us when I say we're excited. People in Miami are definitely excited, and I'm ready to get this going.
Dwayne, you've done it, and not only done it, but were the MVP of the finals when you did it. But now there is going to be such an unbelievable amount of pressure and a bullseye that you all will wear. What do you imagine that will be like moving forward?
Well, I mean, you know, you play this game to have opportunities like this. You know, you don't play this game to shy away from, you know, an opportunity like this. So, you know, we welcome the bullseye, you know, on our backs. We know that every night that we're gonna head into arena, that we're gonna hit some boos, and we're gonna get every team's best shot. But at the end of the day, that's the reason we play this game, and we all enjoy it. So I think the biggest thing is to know that, you know, we all came together for this. And it's not just, you know, like LeBron said, it's not just about me, him, and Chris. This is about the whole organization. The whole organization had to make a sacrifice for this to happen. And if everything go right and we do our job, it can be the best sacrifice that we've all made.
We're all going to do our part, and we all want to take advantage of our best talents. Or, you know, one night it might be Dwayne, one night it might be me, one night it might be LeBron. But you know what, like, it's for the team. It doesn't matter who does what. You know, I really don't even think about who made the moves, what initiated everything. The fact of the matter is that we're all together, and we're gonna try to play some championship caliber basketball, and that's all that matters.
How about Pat Riley, the man behind the curtain, the wizard? We are thrilled that LeBron James and Chris Bosh have decided to come to Miami to join forces with our truly great player, Dwayne Wade. We are looking forward to the opportunity of building something that our fans in Miami will be proud of for a long, long time. The journey is just beginning. Chicago reaction, courtesy of the Bulls, Joakim Noah.
To me personally, I think it's perfect. You know, I think everybody's going to be, you know, talking about, you know, that team down there, and it's going to be real Hollywood down there. But at the end of the day, you got to go out there and you got to play. And I think we have pieces over there to compete against anybody. And I think that, you know, the organization did a great job in locking in Booz. And I think with Booz, we're going to be able to fight, and that's a good feeling.
Booze. I like the way he says that. Here's the reaction from New York. Of course, they were waiting for 2 years, clearing all the cap space. Knicks president Donnie Walsh says we're disappointed that LeBron James did not pick the New York Knicks, but we respect his decision. Today we signed 5-time NBA All-Star Amari Stoudemire, and we will continue to move forward, getting back on track to develop into a championship contending team. Of course, much, much more on this story, including LeBron further explaining his decision. Plus, how can the Heat possibly manage all those expectations? Our NBA experts attempt to sort it all out.
Let's change sports, but keep the stars. All-stars. Ubaldo Jimenez, Chris Carpenter. It's Colorado and St. Louis. Rockies looking for the sweep. Carpenter coming off his worst start of the year, but he's been awesome in July in his career. Awesome Jason Giambi, bottom one. Facing Carpenter for the first time since 2002. And the RBI scores Dexter Fowler. How about Giambi? 4 for 4 on the day. This was his 2000th career game. And Ubaldo Jimenez, 8.66 ERA in his last.